Today is June 24th, and you're watching Tanime's Anime Review 11. Too much? Hey guys, we're at yet another Friday. Oh, how I love Fridays! This week's anime review is dedicated to 432 Jill. I've got lots to say on this one, so let's just jump right into it. Today's anime is... Oh, Death Note. Many people in and out of the anime world know about Death Note, but this is for the stupidest reason. This review may turn into a rant. But before that happens, let's get started with the facts. This series first aired in Japan on October 3rd of 2006 and ran till June 26, 2007. The series was adapted to live-action films, released in Japan on June 17th of 2006, November 3rd of 2006, and February 2nd of 2008. Running for 37 episodes, the anime was developed by Madhouse and directed by Tetsuro Uraki. The main character in this series is a boy named Light Yagami, a high school boy genius who comes across a book labeled Death Note. Of course he thinks it's a joke like anyone would, but he takes it with him anyway. He read the instructions in the book that explained if you write a person's name in this book, they will die of a heart attack within 1 minute, unless you specify how that person is to die. Again, thinking it was a joke, he wrote down some evil person's name. He was then shocked to find out that that person then died of a heart attack shortly after. It really freaked him out, and he immediately started to fear this book. But he also had to know if it was true, and not just a coincidence. So he tried it again, and when the second person died, he had to stop and reconsider things.
We live in a world where evil people do evil things every day, where innocent people have to suffer and die. With this notebook, I could be the one to rid the world of such evil, a lesser evil that brings peace to the world, to the people. I will become God.
Yep, that's our main character and his current mindset. He knows what he's doing is evil and wrong, but he also believes that it's a necessary evil in order to bring peace to the world. Then there's L. L is also a boy genius, but he fights for justice and becomes Light's rival.
Bang! If I were Kira, you'd be dead right now. Though a simple test like this will not determine whether or not Light is Kira, I do know that Kira hates to lose. There is a 10% chance that you are Kira.
L is trying to stop Light, and Light is trying to evade L. This is a brilliant series. Just the ideas and the planning and the plot, it just makes me respect the original author all the more, and fear them a little as well. The manga had the best detailed story, so if you're a fan of this series, I do highly recommend that you do read the manga. The anime, though it has some awesome scenes, was a horrible rendition of the manga. I know I'm not the only one who couldn't help but laugh at how dramatically Light writes in his notebook. And the English version must have had the worst line of any anime ever.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
If I was to rate this anime on the English version alone, I'd have quite a few stars left over to play with. Now that's not to say some of the scenes in this anime weren't amazing, because they were. The L Light fight scene when they're chained together has to be one of my favorite scenes ever. And even though I do roll my eyes, I have to admit I do kind of enjoy the dramatic writing. Rant time! In Virginia, there was a student who got suspended from school for writing his classmates' names down in a notebook called Death Note. Seriously? This was all over the news a while back. Kids have been writing horrible things about people for as long as I can remember. But as soon as somebody puts it down into something called a death note that can be followed back to something that's on television, it immediately gets blamed on that. And this one being related to an anime, they've yet again given anime a bad name. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this kid had no intentions of actually hurting anyone. And newsflash, it's not real. It's just paper. Now, I do understand the point they're getting at. The bad message that something like this portrays to the youth. But in the anime's defense as well, this series was not directed at a younger audience. It was specifically made for an older audience. So if you want to look at it that way, you can blame the parents for allowing them to watch it. I guarantee you these are things that he would have done with or without a little book called Death Note. The media took this way too far in my opinion. I don't even believe the kid should have been suspended. Sure, make the teacher take the notebook away and give him detention or something, but I think suspension was a little over the top. The only thing they did was yet again give anime a bad name. Ugh! I'll leave a link in the underbar with the story from the news of this incident for those who haven't seen it. Moving on! The live action movie to this series, I thought, was absolutely amazing. And I highly recommend you watch it if you haven't seen it already. It's far different than both the anime and the manga, but I think it has the best ending of them all. And the death gods in the live action are so cool. They'd give an innocent person nightmares. Ooh, want to see some dark humor? I'm going to show you a picture. Here. Don't get it? Well, let's look again. If you're anything like I was when I first saw this and you first noticed light in the corner of the picture, my jaw dropped. Then I started to laugh. From my understanding as well, nobody was actually seriously injured in that accident, so you can enjoy the humor at its full potential, without having that guilt of laughing at someone else's pain. Which, let's face it, we all do anyway. Of course, there are a lot of other characters in this series other than Light and L. Matt, Mello, and Nier are also an important part of this series. They kind of idolize L and work with him. Ryuk is also obviously a big part of this story as well, being Light's Shinigami. It's Ryuk's fault that this all started to begin with. Alright, I will be giving this anime 3 stars. If I was to add the live action anime and the manga into the mix as well, the rating would probably be bumped up to a 4 or even a 4.5. But the rating is based on the anime alone. Oh, and some advice? Don't get attached to any of the characters. The anime is called Death Note. Thanks for watching, guys! Random stuff! Yeah! Do you all know that catchy video with the girl Orihime from Bleach spinning the leak? Well, this is a very awesome edited Death Note version. And there is no leak in this one. Check it out and see what I mean. We'll put it here. Anyone a Scrubs fan? Do you remember the musical episode? Well, this is an animation of Matt and Mello singing the song Guy Love. It's really cute. We'll put it here. And this is just a cute Death Note skit, cosplay, runaround thing that the Fighting Dreamers Pro did. So you can watch that one here. There are so many awesome Death Note extras, and I suggest you watch them all. They will be in the underbar! Underbar! Down there! Quick, go nuts! You won't regret it. Enjoy, guys!